When you have a movie that's directed by Robert Rodriguez and written by Quentin Tarantino, you know you're gonna go and get a movie that is over the top, has a bunch of action and violence, and yet has a story that is going to draw you in whether you like it or not. And the film that we're talking about here is the cult classic From Dusk Till Dawn, a movie that had a surprisingly robust cast of A-listers both in front of the camera and behind it. So what happened to this legendary cast? Allow us to show you From Dusk Till Dawn cast then and now. 11. The plot. Don't remember much about the movie? We got your back. Fugitive bank robber brothers Seth and Richie Gecko hold up a liquor store, killing clerk Pete Bottoms and Texas Ranger Earl McGraw in a shootout. They inadvertently destroy the building as they leave. At the motel room where they're hiding out, Seth returns from getting food to find Richie has raped and murdered a bank clerk that they had taken hostage, much to his anger. Jacob Fuller, a pastor experiencing a crisis of faith brought on by the death of his wife, is on vacation with his teenage children, Scott and Kate, in their RV. They stop at the motel and are kidnapped by the Geckos, who force the Fullers to smuggle them over the Mexican border. In Mexico, they arrive at the Titty Twister, a strip club in the middle of the desert, where the Geckos will be met by their contact, Carlos, at dawn. Carlos will escort them to Sanctuary at El Rey, a place of safety for fugitives from justice whose admission fee is 30% of everything they have. When Richie complains to Seth that this is too high, Seth tells him it is non-negotiable. During a bar fight, the bar employees reveal themselves as vampires and kill most of the patrons. Richie is bitten by a stripper, Santanico Pandemonium, and dies, but Seth manages to kill her by shooting at a chandelier above her that impales her. Only Seth, Jacob, Kate, Scott, a biker named Sex Machine, and Frost, a Vietnam veteran, survive. The others are reborn as vampires, including Richie, forcing the survivors to kill them all. When an army of vampires in bat form assembles outside, the survivors lock themselves inside, but Sex Machine is bitten, becoming a vampire, and bites Frost and Jacob. Frost throws Sex Machine through the door, allowing the vampires to enter while Frost turns into a vampire. The group makes their final assault on the undead. Sex Machine mutates into a large rat-like creature and attacks Seth, but is killed. Jacob becomes a vampire, but Scott hesitates to kill him, allowing Jacob to bite him. Scott hits Jacob with holy water and shoots him. Scott is overwhelmed by vampires, who begin to devour him. He begs for death, and Kate shoots him. As vampires surround Kate and Seth, streams of morning light enter through bullet holes in the building, making the vampires back away. Carlos arrives and his bodyguards blast the door open, letting in the sunlight and killing the vampires. Oh, and the strip club? It was actually a Mayan temple. Who knew? Number 10. George Clooney. Let's start out with the guy who many forget was in this film and yet became one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, George Clooney. Clooney was still appearing on ER when he starred in the horror flick before leaving TV behind for film stardom. He headlined the Ocean's 11 films, directed, starred in, and earned 2 Oscar noms for Good Night and Good Luck, and even won a Best Supporting Actor for Syriana in 2006. He was praised for performances in Michael Clayton, Up in the Air, and The Descendants, and produced the Oscar-winning Argo. Following relationships with Renee Zellweger, Elisabetta Canales, and Stacy Keibler, he became engaged and married to Amal Alamuddin, their parents to twins Ella and Alexander. Number 9. Quentin Tarantino. After playing Richie Gecko in the film, which he also wrote, Tarantino would write and direct the critically acclaimed films Jackie Brown and the 2 Kill Bill movies, as well as Grindhouse, Death Proof, Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained, The Hateful Eight, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He married Daniela Pick in 2018, and the 2 welcomed son Leo in 2020. As of today, Tarantino isn't just a legend in Hollywood. He's a man who proves that you can make the films that you want and get a lot of acclaim for them, which was proven in all sorts of ways by all the different types of films he's done, including his most recent one with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, as that was good enough to get all sorts of award nominations and even get Brad Pitt an Oscar. He claims that his next film will be his last, and many will be sad if that's true. Number 8. Harvey Keitel. After starring as priest Jacob Fuller, Keitel went on to appear in Copland, U-571, played Satan in Little Nicky, the National Treasure films, The Ridiculous Six, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and The Irishman. In 2001, he welcomed his son Hudson with Lisa Karmazin and married wife Daphne Kastner the same year. They welcomed son Roman in 2004. He also shares daughter Stella with ex-wife Lorraine Bracco. Number 7. Juliette Lewis. After starring as Kate Fuller in From Dusk Till Dawn, Lewis starred in The Other Sister, Old School, August Osage County, and Ma. On the TV side, she also appeared in The Firm, Secrets and Lies, Wayward Pines, The Connors, and Filthy Rich. Lewis is a Scientologist and also a musician and has released 5 albums. She was married to skateboarder Steve Barra from 1999 to 2003. Number 6. Salma Hayek. We're sure many people didn't forget she was in this film for various reasons. After stealing the show as Santanico Pandemonium, Hayek would work with director Robert Rodriguez again for The Faculty, Spy Kids, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. She was nominated for an Oscar for her work in Frida and has appeared in films including Fools Rush In, Grown Ups, Savages, and the upcoming Marvel film Eternals. She was happy to take that role, apparently because she had been cast a lot as older women and not exactly strong female characters, but now she's going to play a superhero, so that's pretty cool. She and Francois Henry Pinault welcomed daughter Valentina in 2007 before tying the knot in 2009. Number 5. Cheech Marin. Marin had multiple roles in the film and later appeared in Rodriguez's Spy Kids films Machete and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. He also starred on Nash Bridges and voiced Beverly Hills Chihuahua, a hyena in The Lion King, and Ramon in the Cars movies. He released a documentary about the Chicano art movement in 2019. Marin, who has been divorced twice and has 3 children with his exes, he married Russian pianist Natasha Rubin in 2009. Number 4. Danny Trejo. Trejo is one of Robert Rodriguez's most constant collaborators, appearing in Spy Kids, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Machete, Machete Kills, and Predators, which Rodriguez produced. He's also appeared in numerous Rob Zombie projects, Sons of Anarchy, and both the From Dusk Till Dawn sequels and a TV reboot. He's also a restaurateur with both taco and donut shops in Los Angeles. In short, Danny's the man, and he knows it, and lots of other people know it too. And when he appears on a show or a movie, you know you're going to get his all. Number 3. Tom Savini. While Savini primarily works in makeup effects after playing Sex Machine, he went on to act in Land of the Dead, Grindhouse, Lost Boys, The Tide, Django Unchained, the Machete films, and Lock and Key. He also runs Tom Savini's special makeup effects program. Number 2. Kelly Preston. Kelly Preston briefly appeared as newscaster Kelly Hoge in the film before appearing in Jerry Maguire later that year. She also starred in Jack Frost, What a Girl Wants, The Cat in the Hat, Sky High, and Gotti with her husband John Travolta. She and Travolta, who were both Scientologists, had 3 children, daughter Ella, son Benjamin, and son Jet, who died in 2009. Preston died at the age of 57 in 2020 after a private breast cancer battle. Number 1. Robert Rodriguez. After directing From Dusk Till Dawn, Rodriguez would direct other genre films, including The Faculty, Spy Kids, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Sin City, Grindhouse Planet Terror, Machete, and Alita Battle Angel. He also directed the From Dusk Till Dawn TV show, episodes of The Mandalorian, and will helm the upcoming Book of Boba Fett series. He and wife Elizabeth Avalon split during the making of Grindhouse, during which he reportedly started dating Rose McGowan. They split in 2009. He also walked Spy Kids star Alexa Vega down the aisle during her 2010 wedding. His talent is undeniable, and while From Dusk Till Dawn may not have been the biggest hit ever for him, it allowed him to do what he loved, and that's what mattered. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the cast and crew of From Dusk Till Dawn and how they handled themselves after the film? Were you surprised by some of the names that were in this film? Which ones did you not expect to see? Do you think that this film deserves its cult classic status, or should it be appreciated more? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.